All right, we are live. It's the best. And so, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this quick live stream. I am doing this on goldrocks.info. So, if any of you want to come over to www.goldrocks.info, you're welcome to join us here. I have, I'm doing what I call this is an interview. And so, just to give you a little brief history on my relationship with the gentleman that I'm doing this interview with, I got started in network marketing in 1993. 1993 was when I went to my first network marketing meeting. And needless to say, my mind was completely blown. It was my first time in my whole life seeing an alternative means of creating income. And I had never even heard of the word residual income. That was not a word or a compound word that was even in my purview. I didn't know what that meant. I understood making money, cash flow, income, but I had no idea that there was even a possibility to have residual income. Now, I really didn't want the conversation to get that deep, but it's a dangerous thing to be on a live stream with Ty Best. We might be all over the place. So my interview today is with Mr. Tyrome Martinez Best. He has been in the networking industry for well over 30 years. He lives a lifestyle of freedom, as you're going to see in just a second. uh, he, he got dressed up for today's interview. And so I'm going to, first of all, just go ahead and introduce him to you guys that don't know him and present him to those of you who do. Mr. Tyrone Best, good afternoon. Mr. Ty Best, I know you're in your work clothes, man. Go ahead and say hello to the people. I got some questions written down for you.
Hey, look, good afternoon, Mr. Dalcoe and everybody on the call. Look, I'm serious, man. When you called me, I was trying to dress up. I really was. I looked up. My phone been ringing since 8:30 this morning. And so I said, I got to take time to go put some clothes. I was going to put on my Team Tidewater shirt, man, and get dressed up. I ain't had time to do nothing. I ain't brushed my face. I ain't done that. I just threw a cap on and said, I'm getting on the call. Okay, these are my work clothes. Because if I'm not going anywhere, I don't get out of my pajamas all day. So, and I wasn't going anywhere, but I realized I said, I got to run to the bank again and do some stuff with the bank again today because, Carabal's create these next level problems for you. So I am going just because I'm not going to be verbose because at 3 o'clock, I got to get out of here because I got to run to the bank, do something, move some stuff around, move stuff around. So I got to do some things. So good evening, everyone. And I don't know what Mr. Dalcoe has in mind. So I have no idea what I'm going to say. But I'm dangerous right now because I'm speaking my mind because I really believe people need to hear some truth because this is serious what's going on in this economy right now. And this is not a time to play with people about the truth. So the truth as I see it, as I know it. So, back to you, Mr. Dalcoe. I don't know what you had in mind to talk about today, but I wanted to join this call and I feel honored to join you because you're a free man. You talk about me, but you got that discipline. You get up, get dressed. Look at you sharp, man. Got your chain on, got your shirt on, your hair all done. I'm looking like I just got out of bed, which is not true. I've been up, and Valerie's been up since early this morning.
Well, it's my honor to interview you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm recording this for YouTube later. I think we're going to bring tremendous amount of value to the networking community. But my name is Mike Dalcoe, the CEO. I've been in the industry since 1993, but I didn't learn the industry until 2013. And that's when I met this gentleman who I'm going to ask a few questions to, because a lot of things have been coming up to me. I get a lot of phone calls from team members who are having lots of success, just getting started, struggling with their business. And network marketing has a stigma. Now, me and Mr. Best both are in Karatbars International, but I'm going to talk more, Mr. Best, today. I'm going to quiz you on the industry itself, network marketing as a whole. And we want to kind of bring some value to the networking community and dispel a few things and advocate a few things, if that's okay. So the first one I want to talk to you about is why networking has such a stigma. Now, I know you say you weren't going to be verbose, but this is right down your wheelhouse. And I'm going to get to my punchline in a minute, but why does network marketing and networking have such a stigma, a negative stigma in the first place? Over to you.
Well, the first thing I'm going to say is really truly because of ignorance. People don't know what we do. They don't know what network marketing is. They think they know. Okay, it's like thinking you know how a car operates because you've seen a car go down the street. You say, I know what a car does. And just because you see a car go down the street don't mean you know how a car operates. Well, anybody who's 25, 30 plus years old, definitely 40 years old, has been exposed to a network marketing concept. And the average person don't know the difference between a network marketing concept and an illegal pyramid. Okay. And so the average person says, who don't have any idea, as soon as you say networking, as soon as you come to the idea, especially if you're on the same economic level as they are, their perception is, they don't know anything. So the first thing go, this gotta be one of them pyramid deals. Okay, this gotta be one of them pyramid deals. And everybody knows somebody who's got in a pyramid deal and haven't succeeded. You follow me? So now from that standpoint, they go, well, my Uncle Joe next door, who's a plumber, hasn't succeeded, or who's a truck driver, haven't succeeded, who works at Walmart guy that haven't succeeded, then ain't no way in the world I'm gonna succeed in it either. So it must be one of them pyramid deals. And which what? Because everybody knows somebody who's been in a so-called pyramid deal, and some are up illegal pyramids and haven't succeeded. So that's where the stigma comes from. You go all the way back to the Amway days. Amway started in 1959. Okay, and there was first mover advantage, man. People out there, people went to meetings, people meeting to meetings. By the time you got to the 70s, mid 70s, 80s, people knew at that point, if somebody invited you to their house to see an opportunity, they were talking about what? The Amway business. Okay, by the time you got through the 80s and early 90s, if someone came and offered you an opportunity, they was talking about what? One of them pyramid deals. Okay, not knowing what a pyramid is, have no clue. A lady yesterday, I'm checking out the grocery store yesterday, a lady says to me, she says, man, every time you come through here, now she has enough to notice that I got this cap on.
Right.
She has enough to notice every time I come through, I'm on the phone. She said, what do you do? I said, well, I show people how to build wealth from home. She said, doing what? I said, we show people how to exchange dollars for gold. She said, is this one of those pyramid deals? Now she's behind the cash register working. I said, what do you mean? She said, you know what I mean? I said, no, I don't. What do you mean? She said, you know, where you tell other people to make, you tell other people and you make money on them. I said, oh, you mean like this job right here? She said, what do you mean? I said, have you ever met Sam Walton? She said, no. I said, of course you haven't, because Sam Walton been dead for years. Have you ever met anybody in the Walton family? I mean, we're right in the cash register. Ain't nobody in line but me and her. She said, no. I said, well, this is the ultimate pyramid. You don't even know who you're working for. They paying you, and they sit on a beach somewhere in the Riviera, okay, while you're sitting here working, and they're making money on you. That's the ultimate pyramid, because you never gonna own Walmart. You're never gonna be president of Walmart. You're gonna sit right here at this cash register for the next 20 years. Now I said with a lot more compassion than that. I didn't say with that kind of intensity. She said,
but that's what you meant.
But that's what I meant. I said, and what I'm doing is nothing like that. She said, well, I don't understand. I said, I know you don't. I said, but if you're really interested in making money, I can help you and show you what we're doing. If you're interested, if you're not interested, it's not for you. I said, here's my card. I said, I will tell you this. She said, what? I said, this is what keeps us from being a pyramid deal. You can make more money than the person who invited you into the program if you decide to be more committed, more focused. She said, what do you mean? I said, well, there were 300,000 people in this company before I got involved. She said, I said, now I'm one of probably the top 20 or 30 income earners in the whole company. And there was 300,000 people who got started before I got started. Do you understand that? So yes, I said, great. That's what keeps from being a pyramid or an illegal pyramid, because everything you do is a pyramid. Your church is a pyramid. Your job is a pyramid. Everything you do is a pyramid. Everything on the planet is a pyramid. Why? Because that's been found and proven to be the most fundamentally sound structure in the history of mankind. Period. That's why everything is built on that structure. This went on. This is like a 3-minute conversation, folks. While I'm sitting in the cash, well, she's checking out all this food, and then of course I pull out a wad of cash because I know people relate to cash. They understand my goal is to change that cash into gold as fast as possible. So that's a part of stigma, because everybody, watch this. Now let me get back to this point real quick. Everybody knows someone who's tried it and failed. And what we have to tell people is don't let your future be based on what one of your neighbors done or your friend tried, because you don't know their commitment level. Mr. Dalcoe, 1983, my wife and I got started. The meeting I got excited about, I was in a room with about 200 people, and that guy started talking about freedom. I got excited. I can't even tell you what happened to the other 200 people in that room. I can't tell you where they are. I don't know if they did the business. I don't know if they got committed during the business. I can't even tell you where my sponsor is today, 35 years later. The guy that introduced me to, I can't even tell you if he's still in the industry. I can't tell you anything. All I know is that speaker's talking about freedom. I got excited. I said, if that guy on stage can do it, I can do it. That was it. I didn't think about who else got in, who failed. I said, if one guy can do it, and it wasn't one guy, thousands have done it. We make the statements that Carabal's not on trial here. Anyway, man, I don't know if that's the answer to that question.
No, that is.
And stigma comes from all these failures, all these folks who failed that we don't know nothing about. We don't know if they were committed. We don't know if they was focused. We don't know if they just signed up, never went to a meeting, never plugged in, never followed the simple instruction you give them to do. Okay, get people say they in Carabal's. Have you ever saved in the goal? No. Do you plug in? No. Well, how you in Carabal's? Okay. I could be telling them all the time, they say, know all about Carabal's. I said, man, you must be tearing this thing up. They go, no, I haven't done anything. I said, well, how can you know all about it? I'm in. I bleed Carabal's gold. I don't know everything. I don't know everything is to know about it. I'm in the thing. I'm making money every single week, and I can't tell you everything is to know about Carabal's. There's so many questions people ask me on a day-to-day basis where I go, I don't know. And for some stranger on the outside looking in and telling me they know all about Carabal's because they heard the name before, it's just ignorance. I use that word, which means they're knowledgeable.
Well, I like the answer, and yeah, you nailed the answer. So to boil it down, I got 3 more questions, and I know you got to go, but I think this is so important, Mr. Best. So to boil that down, the negative stigma comes from negative experiences from the past. Is basically what you're saying. The track record of the industry, people remember the negative. They don't remember the good stuff that has created so many multimillionaires.
No.
But they hear the stigma and pyramid and scam and scheme, and because it's not punching the clock, which seems to be an honorable profession in America, I guess it seems other. It just seems other.
Hey, you want to know a scary stat? It's gonna mess you up that people don't think about? Over 7% of the people that go to college drop out.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That's not talked about. But people still go to college day in and day out, end up $100,000, $200,000 in debt. And you talk about the majority of students that end up going, drop out, never even finish. Go 1 year, 2 years, and drop out. Wait a minute. They say over 50% of students that go to med school drop out. But that's not talked about. And people still going to med school every single day, still going to med school every single day. Almost all the folks who want to become superstars and mega movie stars in Hollywood quit the profession. That's not talked about. Millions of people still flocking to California every single year in search of their Hollywood dream. But that's not talked about. But you see average people like you, Mr. Dalcoe, myself, and they go, wait a minute. You can become wealthy thing. Yes, you can. But they let the fact that their neighbor, Big Boom, used to say, if you value your own opinion, you're going to get rich in Carabal's. He said that 6 years ago when I first got started. He said, if you value your own opinion, you got to value your own opinion above the opinion. Another thing that stops when people becoming successful is that we're too worried about what other people think. We've been raised to respond to peer pressure. We want to dress like everybody, look like everybody, act like everybody, go to what everybody do. And then all of a sudden you get in networking and you got to respond outside of that peer pressure, man. That takes a whole nother level of growth to say, I don't care what my neighbor think. I don't care what my friends think. I don't care what my coworkers think. Okay. And then the more educated you are, the more courage it takes to break that bond. Because by the time you get through college and society and put you in that comfortable job where you're making 60, 70, 80 grand a year, man, and you say, and then you get an advanced degree, it becomes strong. And by the time you get a PhD, piled higher and deeper, I said it, PhD, piled higher and deeper, okay? It don't mean you're making any money. You got that PhD in front of your name, the status that goes with it, and the last thing you want to do is demean your status by being in a network marketing concept. You might be broke, you might be terrified, you might be sitting there with a doctor in front of your name, you might be a board-certified PhD. Nothing against it. Thank God there was a doctor I had my brain tumor. Thank God there was a doctor I had my heart attack. But let's put all that aside for a minute and ask yourself some fundamental questions. Even with all the education, if I don't show up on Monday morning, what happens to my family? If I pass and have a massive heart attack, can my wife or can my husband walk into my practice and take on my practice? And the answer is no. They're not licensed to do so.
So, Mr. Best, when's the last time you punched the clock?
1995, July 14th.
So you haven't punched the clock since 1995.
July 14th.
I haven't punched the clock since March 3rd, 2014.
And that's and look, my wife ain't punched one since 1987.
Ronald Reagan was president.
Ronald Reagan was president. My 34-year-old son has never applied for anybody's job in his lifetime.
And that's all.
The poor child don't even know his social security number.
And that's all network marketing.
It's all network marketing. Okay. I'm the worst guy in the world. Look, when somebody wants to say something negative about this industry, I'm like, I'm the last guy you want to talk to. Because network marketing freed me, freed my wife, freed my sons, freed my mama. Okay. You know, I'm talking about, look, okay. You talking about you, Mr. Freed you, freed your wife, freed your 4 kids, freed your mama. Okay, please. Okay, network marketing is not on trial, folks. We're talking about a close to a $200 billion a year industry. The challenge we have is getting people to ignore the noise. Because Joe tried it and it didn't work for Joe. What you got to understand, not that it didn't work for Joe. Joe didn't work it. And wait a minute, and a crucial point. Joe or Josephine didn't give themselves time to succeed. And if they gave themselves time to succeed, they didn't elect to grow. Because this is a personal growth industry. It's going to challenge your belief system. Then it's going to challenge your comfort zone. It's going to challenge you. It's going to force you to, if you want it. That's why I make the statement, and I didn't create the statement. If the dream is big enough, everything starts with a dream, Mr. Dalcoe. That's why I spend so much time on it. Logic don't make people do this. It's the dream. Logic makes some people do it. But majority of people, they got to get a dream that's bigger than their fears, that's bigger than their circumstances, that I wanted freedom more than I cared about what my neighbors thought. I wanted freedom more than what I cared about my friends thought. I wanted freedom more than what my mama or daddy thought. Okay, I wanted freedom. I mean, I wanted freedom more than I want a new car, more than I want a new home, more than I want to cruise, more than I want to pilot on the weekends. I wanted to put myself in a position where no man told me what to do. Okay, I wanted that freedom. Okay, no man told me or my wife what to do. Okay, now you talking about growth. Hey, when I first started the business, I won't think about Free and Val. Okay, I was thinking about Free and me. Okay, I was like, Val like her job. As far as I'm concerned, she could have worked till she was 65 years old and dropped dead. Okay, I hadn't thought about that. You know, I hadn't expanded. I'm selfish. I hadn't expanded my dream to include her life. I thought she liked her job. Everybody had a job. The guy said, you might want to free your wife first. I went, what? I said, oh. I said, she liked her job. I came as Val. I said, Val, you like your job? She said, I quit this job tomorrow. I said, oh. So I just hadn't, expanded it. And so that was the first agenda. 1987, she left her job. Okay, because it's industry. And I'm not here to tell you it's all perfect. Okay, there's FedEx coming to the door again. Woo-hoo-hoo. Anyway, I'm looking out the window. I can see the truck pull up. So anyway, that's bad. It's so much going on, folks. But okay, so anything I'm trying to say. Go ahead, Mr. Dalcoe.
I'm not going to drive you too far on that point. Just one last thing on the stigma. So I've encountered, it doesn't bother me. I take people at their word. It doesn't bother me, but they say things like, I don't have time to do it. I'm not a networker. I'm not a salesperson. I can't sell. I don't want you to, I'm not trying to push it too far, but man, we really need to address that just a teeny tiny bit. I'm too busy. I'm not a salesperson. I don't like to sell. I don't like that networking stuff. I don't like people making money off of me, any of those pieces.
Okay. The first one I address all the time. Okay. And it's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. They come into the door. It's okay. The first thing is I like to tell people, look, you need to grow past that. I don't want anybody making money on me, because everything you do, if you're on this planet, anyone on this planet, somebody's making money on you. You got to get past that thing in your brain right there, that somebody's going to make money on me. The challenge is not somebody making money on you. The challenge is we don't want somebody we know making money on us, which in itself is crazy, Mr. Duck, when you think about it. Why? Because the person you should want to make money is somebody you know, because when you need some money, who do you call? When you need a loan, if you find yourself need a loan, who the first person you're going to call? Somebody you know. So I would rather be surrounded with a bunch of wealthy friends. I'm live right now trying to get Mr. Dalcoe to buy me a Rolex. No, I'm just kidding, Mr. Dalcoe. Please tell Miss Dalcoe I don't need her to buy me a Rolex. Okay. But you understand, at least he's in a position to buy me a Rolex. Okay. You surround with a bunch of broke friends, ain't nobody got it. No, if you should be excited about somebody that you know making money. Because if you find yourself in a situation, hopefully at least it's somebody maybe you can call. But anyway, but everything you do, you wake up in the morning, brush your teeth, somebody got paid. You drink water, somebody got paid. You flush the toilet, somebody got paid. You wash clothes, somebody got paid. Somebody's always getting paid. That's an inescapable situation in America. Somebody's always getting paid no matter what you do. So just get that out of your mind. Okay. Now, the second thing. Okay, folks, everybody got time. Everybody wastes time every single day doing something. Nobody's a 100% efficient all day long. Okay. And in this business, what you're doing is learning to leverage the time of other people. I didn't say take advantage of them. I didn't say utilize them because they're in the same position. If they put more time, more effort, more energy, they're going to make more money than you. But you're going to cheer them on because the more money they make, still the more money you make. Okay, look, let's just have real talk right now. Mr. Dalcoe makes more money on a weekly basis from the program than I do. Okay, and he's actually used that word. I hate to use the word downline, but I'm trying to efficient communication. He's downline. I sponsored the guy who sponsored him. Okay, that right there should kill that pyramid talk. Okay, he makes more money from the program than I do. That's why I keep trying to get him to buy me a Rolex. Oh God. Okay. Another Rolex. Company already gave me one, but Mr. Dalcoe, when I had to go buy this doggone diamond bezeled Rolex yesterday, I'm like, oh man. Anyway, that thing's gorgeous. But my point is this: you want folks on your team, and this is the only profession in the world where you truly get paid to help people succeed. You get paid to tell people everything you've learned and everything you know. And when they go past you, you cheer them on because the more money they make, the more money you make. This is the only profession like that in the world. Okay. I don't care if I'm in the real estate business, I'm a real estate broker, and you move into my city. And I mean, we good. We brothers. We brothers, we black folk, whatever you want to call it. We blood brothers. But I'm a real estate broker. I'm not going to tell you everything I know about the real estate market, Newport News, so you can become my competition. It's not going to happen. I mean, we can have coffee, have breakfast, and I'm going to talk to you, but I'm not going to tell because I don't get paid to tell you what I had to go through hard knocks to learn. But in this business, this 35 years experience that Val and I have, we get paid to give it to you.
Oh, man. Oh, wait. Okay. I'm going to keep you right there because that's my next question. So you've owned a network marketing company before. You've owned three of them. Okay. You've owned them. And so the thing I love about networking companies, I own one. And my number one thought when I started building it is, what can I create to help people make a lot of money? Because my mind was, if people make money, they're going to buy into my business and the business is going to grow. My business would only grow in correlation to people making money. Mm-hmm. I know we have products and all these different products, but truly it doesn't really matter what the product is. If people are not making money, they're not going to promote the product, right?
That's right.
So the question to you is, boy, that was good. That was good. I just heard what I said. That was super good. So you've owned three network marketing companies. Why did you choose to own a network marketing company rather than just a traditional business?
Well, first, let me make it very clear. I didn't choose to own a network marketing company. We grew to the place where we found ourselves in a position where, in order to continue to support our team, we literally sort of had to start a company. I don't know if people can even understand how we got to that place. Okay, we got to that place by sort of default. Okay, we built this large organization and we needed some place to direct the team. And we were in a position to start a company, not truly understand everything that involved, but we launched the company. And then we said, okay, we don't have what's in place to sustain this thing. Okay, so then we sort of found ourselves in the network marketing field. Then what happened was a manufacturer had this incredible product. Okay, this incredible product. And I said, okay. And it was absolutely incredible. I mean, from personal experience, my wife's experience, I said, okay, we launched a second company. By default, I was president of the company, owned 25% of the company, and we launched and we built that company over 100,000 people. Okay, incredible product. But see, a great product is not enough to sustain the company. You got to have a whole lot of elements in there to sustain the company. But okay, now watch this. Because of some challenges within that company, we launched our third company. Because again, we already had certain elements in place. Okay, and we launched that company, man, 10,000 square foot office right there in Atlanta, Georgia, man. We built that company, we rolling, I mean, all kinds of things. But even that wasn't enough, because there's certain things like, right, you got a product company. You understand, if I wanted to move my product company to England, I'd invest anywhere from $100,000 to $500,000 just to open the doors in England. See, I couldn't compete in the marketplace. It's like people want it all the time. I'm going back, I'm showing you, I'm correlating this to other businesses. That's why did Barry Gordy sell Motown for $300 million at the time? You know, because people going, oh, this black-owned business being sold. Let's see something. Because he had a $300 million business that he still had to work 12 hours a day just to keep it afloat. He's trying to compete with Sony. He's trying to compete with these guys that got billions of dollars of asset. And they buying talent all around him. They walk to him off him a $20 million, $30 million deal. He can't compete. So he can take the $300 million and say, I'm done, and sell Motown, okay, to a giant corporation and call it a day. Okay, now, so we got our company, but we realize we can't compete on a global scale, folks. We're in a global world. Don't let it in. Look, you're in a company right now that's doing business in North America. You're a handicap from day one. You don't even know it, even as a network marketing thing. So when these companies pop up talking about what they're going to do, I laugh, because I've owned 3 companies. And my wife and I've owned, and the experience told us, lady, number one, you come in, you undercapitalized. Now, you may not know you're undercapitalized. You get the doors open, you get certain things done, but you're undercapitalized. Then the merchant agreement is a whole nother ball game. The reason we even survived, because we already had our merchant agreement for like 7, 8 years before we even opened our network marketing company. That's the only reason we survived with that, okay? So that's a whole nother seminar. I ain't gonna try to get it on because I know some of you not there, but watch this. So along comes Carrot Bars. And I said, oh my God, this is incredible, okay? Carrot Bars come along, already doing business in 100 countries, already got a product that's universal in appeal, a unique product. See, if you got a nutritional company out there, I'm gonna tell you what, if it's a nutritional, that means it was God created, not man created, so it cannot be proprietary. You can give it a proprietary name, but anybody got a half a brain go, what's that? And they read the back and say, they can go online and find the ingredients. Okay, it ain't deep. So you can go out there, think about all the super juices that came out 10, 15 years ago, from acai berry to goji juice to noni juice, you name all of them, they gone.
Gone.
Okay, we sitting here, Carrot Bars gold. Everybody understands it. We're in 141 countries. It's free to enroll. Everybody should be saving gold. And then we've done something that hasn't been done by anybody in the world, Mr. Dalcoe. Watch this. We have digitalized gold. I can take my gold from my account and transfer it to your account. I can take my gold and buy something from you and I said, Mr. Dalcoe, sell me that Rolex watch. I'll ship you 30 grams of gold. And you can mail me the watch. I ship you the gold.
That is so deep.
I mean, we can't, that's why we say you got to step out on faith and just sign up, because we can't explain to you all the benefits of being in Carrot Bars. We'll be here for 2 days and you still leave your head shaking. Sign up for free, start saving gold, and you're going to learn along the way. Please, folks, there's nothing to touch what we're doing here. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. There's nothing to touch what we're doing here.
All right, so I'm gonna add these last 2 questions. I'm gonna put them in one, because one of them was just a comment, and you made this statement on our call today. Our team does a call 6 days a week called the Power Call, and so we sort of take a moment to feature Mr. Time as Valerie Best, because they've been in the industry so long. We have to hear that voice of wisdom to help us navigate through this very beautiful but very complicated, mentally complicated model called networking. And that's why I entitled the stream, I Hate Networking, because I think people hate networking because they don't really know what it is. They don't really understand the business model. And so that's why I asked Mr. Best to let me interview him here with just a few things. Literally, I'm telling you, me and this guy could talk for 10 hours and we'd just be getting started. But here's the last question, because this is what you said on the call today. When I first got in networking, there was a lot, before I started having a ton of success, there was a lot of pull on me to do double businesses. Now, we're not going to talk about riding two horses. That's not my point. But a lot of the businesses were tag along businesses. In other words, I'm doing carrot bars. Hey, Mike, get this sales funnel and connect it to your account, and it'll bring people in for you. And oh, by the way, you can tell your team to get this funnel, and they'll actually pay you for referring the funnel to your team. So it's another business to help you build your business, but you're getting paid on the business you're in and the funnel business or automation. And so you made the statement, this was like 3-4 years ago. You said when the gold rush happened, when the people were going out west to paying for gold and mining for gold, the people who were selling the tools got richer than the people who were mining for gold. The people who were purists and really going for the mission of getting gold got derailed by buying tools. They didn't get any gold, but they spent a lot of money on tools. So the thought is, if we can sell the networkers the tools, we can get rich on the tools. We don't need to build a business. And so 3 or 4 years ago, you said, tell the person that's trying to sell you the tools, if they really believe in the tools, sign up for you for free and use their own tools on your network and see if it'll work, right? So this is what you said today. You said, if the network marketing industry could be automated, the companies wouldn't need us. Can you just drill out on that? And that'll be my last question for you today.
Look, okay, I want everybody to write this down real quick. And I know you've heard me say it, but I'm actually write down again. And this got to become a part of your spirit to where it's automatic. Every time you talk, when Mike Tyler's talk, I hate networking. You got to get this in your spirit. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. But this is what I found with carrot bars. Because almost everybody in carrot bars came in screaming and shouting. Nobody wanted to do it. No one woke up saying, boy, I need to find me a gold business. Shirley Goldberg came in. Harold Sykes spent 3, 4, 5, 6 months talking Shirley Goldberg into the business. Shirley Goldberg spent months talking Tammy Morrison to the business. Okay? Very few of us saw the thing and said, man, I'm in. Most people come into this business with some degree of resistance.
Yep, I did. I didn't get it right away.
So you got to understand, that's what you're going to counter because they're preconceived ideas about the business. Now, to your question you asked, listen, folks, okay, I've been around 35 years. I haven't seen anybody yet in 35 years build 2 deals at the same time. I don't know what the explanation is for the deal. And what I'm sharing with you is from my experience, okay? And I've watched people derail their whole business in a heartbeat because they try to do 2, 3 deals, okay? And it makes sense. I mean, come on, we got gold here. It should make sense. You should be able to do a legal service to not be in a conflict. Don't that make sense? I mean, people buy a tag and then they go buy clothes. So you should be able to sell clothes and sell a tag. That shouldn't be a problem. But for some reason, psychologically, that just don't quite sell in the network marketing business. I mean, it really don't. And I have seen more people man, we had a guy, this is 1993 now. So now I'm going back 30 years almost, 25 plus years. Man, we had a group, man, that group was rolling. It was rolling. And now they already told me, I believe when the leaders told me don't try 2 deals, I've never tried to do that. Ever. Val and I have never tried to sell 2 deals at one time because I took the millionaire's word for it. It's like Tanisha Glass would say, when millionaires tell me to do something, I ain't got to reinterpret it too much. Okay, if they doing something legal, ethical, more, I ain't going to reinterpret it. I was that way. They said jump, I went that way. So watch this now. This group rolling, Mr. Dalcoe. And we couldn't, and all of a sudden, the volume went, the volume was, they also went, we said, what's happening to this group? And we couldn't figure out what was going on. It took us about 2 months to figure out what's going on. Then somebody, you know, folk don't like to snitch. And they think they snitching when they tell what the upline's doing. They think they snitching. They're not snitching. Sometimes you need to tell us so we can know what's going on and we can help prevent the erosion. But anyway, what this person done, because we're in a nutritional thing, somebody talked them into introducing a long distance phone service. Because everybody, this is for everybody's on the phone. He said, man, you could introduce as long distance. You got a team of 400 people. You introduce as long distance phone service and you can make money with the phone service. and you can make money. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? If everybody's using the phone anyway, sell the nutritional program, also give them a sign up for the phone service. I mean, he went like shh and crashed and burned. Now I have to bring in a psychiatrist to bring a psychologist to explain why that happens. We just know it does. Okay, take my word for it does. And that's just one example. And we found out, we said, oh crap. And he just wiped out that whole group. Now, all these folks who call with these lead funnel ideas, autoresponder ideas, and you see them all over Facebook, all over the internet. Man, we got this thing. Look, come on. I'm sitting with 100,000 plus people plugged in the well builders. I get them calls and emails every single day. And I only say one thing to him, Doug. I said, man, I listen to him. I hear him out sometimes for 3-4 minutes. I said, man, that's incredible. I said, look, all you got to do, man, is sign up for free, put that thing to work, and you start producing results. And believe me, I will step aside and I said, man, this guy got a system. And it's not just sign up people. Because see, you might even put together an autoresponder. It may sign up 200-300 people, but are they producing? Okay. See, I'm not impressed. You signed up 100 people in a free program. Okay. Are they producing? Are you creating volume? Are they duplicating? Okay. Then I'm gonna step aside and say, let me tell you what, man, this guy over here, Bob Jones, he came in with this system he got in place, man. You need to be in this system. Okay. But then I was still only recommending if it's not another income producing thing, because the minute you produce another income producing thing to your group, I'm gonna tell you it's gonna erode the momentum, going to affect the activity in your group. Because some reason I don't want to get to all the psychology behind that, but it don't work. It just don't work. And Mr. Dalcoe, now you've been here for 6 years, and I know you done seen, I don't know how many people come in, how many have called you know how many people you got on your team, and they try to sell you on a deal, and then they go off and do that deal, okay, and then you never hear from them again. We've had people who are on their way to superstardom in carrot bars get just derailed by some crap, okay, and then you never hear from them again, okay, and they're still not making the money 5 years later, and we just sitting over here. Even carrot bars went through what they call a challenge in 2017. I don't remember it, but I heard about it. Mr. Dalcoe and I, we heard about it, but we was rolling, doing our thing, okay? And folks ran off like roaches, other things, and they started selling pantyhose and panties, sanitary napkins, and all kinds of crap, and okay? And we just sit here doing our thing. And now we're still here. Some of them did in 3-4 deals, okay? Looking for the Holy Grail when they had it all the time, okay? I mean, I don't mean to be that strong about it, but the truth, they said the fruit is on the tree, folks. The fruit is on the tree. Carrot Bar's got a going on 9-year track record. We're not experimenting here, and we're just getting started, okay? Anyway.
Literally, when you said today, you said if it could be automated, the company wouldn't need you. They would just buy the tool. And look, when I promise you, when you said I did like this, I just spin around in my chair because I was like, I've been trying to make sense for people on that. It's like, look, I'm not saying I'm against leads and funnels and ads and capture pages and all these different things. I have people on my team who use amazing funnels, and they'll bring in 3, 4, 5. I had one guy brought in over 2,000 personally enrolled affiliates, Mr. Best, and maybe 5 of them got packages. Now that's terrible numbers. And that's like, in those 5, honestly, I'm not patting myself on the back. They're because I worked in depth and got them on the phone and begin to teach them and get them on the calls and connect with them on social media. And they begin to really understand that what Carrot Bars was. You can sign up 10,000 people in a free deal. There's no expense in Carrot Bars. But what's going to make them really understand the business is they got to connect with another human brain and work this thing out. So when you said that, I was like, that's sad. If Dr. Zeitz only needed a funnel, he could have just put the funnel on social media and got all the customers for himself.
Or better yet, advertise on television. That's what television is all about, right? They advertise on TV. Television, they send out an ad to 2 million people, and you say only 2% people respond, but that's 200,000 people. That's 20,000. Hey, look, you expose something to 2 million people. and 20,000 respond and spend $100, you created a $2 million a month business just like that. But you spent millions of dollars to advertise those 2 million people and hope they respond. So it's like advertising right now on the Super Bowl costs you $2 to $3 million for a 30-second to a 1-minute spot. Why? Because they're advertising to 200 million people worldwide. And they know with a 2% response rate, that's a 1 to 2 million people. I don't care if you got a $30 item, you know, 1 million people respond. You just did 30 million and just like boom, just like that. It's worth it. You use a gamble, but it's worth it. But now if you don't have the 30 million or the $3 million or $5 million to place that ad and hope it works, fantastic. But here comes networking. This requires some explanation. Why should I save gold? The average person don't understand that gold is money. And then what's the question you get all the time from people? Well, once I got the gold, what can I do with it? Where can I spend it? What can I buy with it? Okay, because then we got, that can't be explained in a commercial. You know, that's got to be explained by Mr. Dalcoe. It's got to be explained by me. It's got to be explained on a power call. And then the last thing I would add to this whole conversation is it's not about the facts, that it's about belief. Why do we have the power call? To raise belief. Why we do Let's Go Weekend? To raise belief. We had a lady last night on the training she says, watch this. She said she sponsored, what was it, 18, 20 people? She came back from Let's Go Weekend, enrolled a bunch of folks. She said, I haven't gotten them doing anything yet. I said, that's right. See, your belief was elevated and she sponsored them off of her excitement and her belief, but she didn't utilize the system to sponsor them. She didn't send them to the website. She didn't send them to the money. So they can't duplicate what she did. Just like we have a lot of doctors coming in the program. They enroll a lot of people. The doctors don't duplicate. Why? Because they're sponsoring people off their credibility. This is why the system is so important. Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation.
Look, I'm going to close it out because I know you got to get ready to get out of there today. But this is what I want to close with. It's 7 minutes to 3. I know you need to be off by 3. So I want you to close with this. So I entitled the stream, I Hate Network Marketing, because I know that people do hate the stigma. They don't hate network marketing. They hate the stigma of what network marketing is. And I get that. But I want to bring value to our industry and our culture. I want to bring education to the marketplace so that people who think they hate network marketing would at least just kind of get that scale off their eyes and open their mind to just take a look at the video. I guarantee you this. If you take a look at therealmoney.info, our team's video, you're not going to sleep as sound as you did before you watched it. It's got to prick your curiosity, if not absolutely floor you, because as a mortgage banker for 15 years, I was stunned at how ignorant I was about money, Mr. Best. So just give us 2-3 minutes and we'll close. You got last words. We'll close out after this of why you seriously advocate Carrot Bars as the best network marketing business, and we'll close this out.
Well, see, the first thing I would recommend anybody do is go on Amazon.com, especially those who are on the outside looking in, and get John Maxwell's book, The Power of Five. Go get John Maxwell's book. John Maxwell is the foremost authority on leadership on the planet. When you start talking about leadership, you talk about John Maxwell. You look up leadership and his name will come up, John Maxwell. Okay, now why I say that book by John Maxwell, because that book, he's an independent advocate of this industry. Okay, it's not on Amazon. Okay, you got to go to power5.com and get his book, power5.com. Val just reminded me it's not on Amazon, it's on the power5.com. Just look up John Maxwell and you see his book called The Power of Five. And why I talk about that book, because he's not in the industry, but he's been speaking to the industry for 35 years. And he talks about this industry is the industry that makes you reach out to people to say hello. It's not about the product. It's not about the compensation, not about the money. This is the only industry that has you reach out to another human being and says it's possible to have hope. He said every single human being on this planet, number one, wants to live a life of significance. Okay, that's number one. He said that's what makes network marketing so powerful. Once you get the concept, everybody would like to live a life of significance. Nobody wants to feel like, I'm just here to go back and forth to work every day. Everyone wants to live a life of significance. Number two, man, if we can live a life of significance by sharing with other people to help them live a life of significance and get compensated for it, man, we're even more excited. And then number three, if we could join hands and lock hands with other people around the world to do the exact same thing and get compensated for it. So not only are we living a life of significance, we're empowering other people to live a life of significance, and we're doing it with a team like wealthbuildersworldwide.info. Man, we are excited every single day. And networking is the only industry that does that, and we benefit from helping other people succeed. And what stands Karatbars is here, and the whole industry is here, or industry is here. I'm not trying to put it down. I'm saying the whole industry is here, and Karatbars is a category all by itself. Big Boom said we're a category creator. No one markets gold by the gram in network other than us. You're not going to find another network marketing company that has gold. Okay, gold is something that can't not be duplicated. You don't have to explain gold to people. The other thing is, I've been in 6 years. No one's ever, I had a guy call me yesterday, Mr. Dalcoe. He just listened to the tape called The Logic of Networking. And he fell out laughing because he heard me say that nobody's ever called me and said the gold don't work. The gold tastes funny. I haven't lost weight on the gold. The gold didn't take away my back pain. When does the gold expire? We have a whole unique category. Then we introduced a state-of-the-art phone, okay? Voice over blockchain phone, a state-of-the-art computer, okay? We introduced K1 services. So the future is not they're gonna walk up to a store and say, we take MasterCard, Visa Card, American Express. They're gonna walk to a merchant and say, we take MasterCard, Visa Card, American Express, and Carrot Pay. I mean, we're in a whole new world, folks. We are so far ahead of the marketplace, and everything we do, nothing compares to what we're doing. And it's free to enroll from day one, no matter where you live. We do business in 140 plus countries, and we have a proven track record and system and Wealth Builders Worldwide that says anyone can succeed. All you got to do is plug in and follow. And watch this. Give yourself time to succeed. Let me say, I had this conversation with Sherry Brown this morning. Don't compare yourself to Mr. Dalcoe, got free in 103 days. Don't compare yourself to me. Don't compare yourself to Team Union. Don't compare yourself to Team Freedom. Don't compare yourself to Team Audacity. Don't compare yourself to anybody. Understand that you're running your own race. Your own race. And you may have different challenges and things to overcome than the next person, but this is what I can guarantee you, that you give yourself time to succeed, be patient and love your team and give them time to succeed, you will succeed. It may take you a year, it may take you 2, it may take you 3, it may take you 5. It took me 12 years to get free, a part-time effort. Didn't take me 2 years to get free in Karatbars. I believe Karatbars is seriously 12 to 24 months of freedom for a neophyte just skiing who don't know anything about this industry. I still believe it's a 12 to 24 month running freedom. If, I gotta say if, you will plug in and do the activity. Okay, and the activity is what? Sharing this thing every single chance you get with everybody 98.6 and breathe. Last statement I make on this. If there's any one thing, there's any one mistake that people are making, it's not your skill, it's not your technique, it's not your ability to communicate, it's how many people you're exposing this thing to on a day-to-day basis. I just said to Miss Sherry Brown a little while ago, I said, Miss Sherry Brown, I believe this. If you are shy and introverted, if you get yourself 100 CDs, okay, and if you go out and grunt and pass these out to 100 people as fast as you possibly can, you're gonna have a business, okay? I don't care, even if you don't say nothing, you say, look, man, I ran across something incredible. I'm gonna get you with this CD. If it makes sense, give me a call back and pass out 100 of them things. They'll do the work, they'll do the talking for you. Okay, you pass out this CD that Mr. Dalcoe and I own called A Double Exposure to Freedom. I guarantee you cannot give that CD, you cannot text that message out to 100 people and not have a business. It's impossible. It's mathematically impossible. But the biggest challenge, most people exposing their business to 3 people a month, 2 people a month. They trying to hatch somebody who's been around. Expose this thing to everybody you possibly can as fast as you possibly can, and you're going to have a business. We say it over and over again, the same thing. Mr. Dalcoe, 300 people the first month. I'm telling you on this phone call today, you want to explode your business this month? Go expose it to 100 people today. I didn't say this month, today. Well, how do you expose to 100 people today? Get on Facebook and blast like crazy. Text everybody you know. Okay, I don't care what their background is, I don't care. Text them, okay? How do you get the CD? Call me, call Mr. Dalcoe, call etmuhammad. Somebody can call me. Somebody can get the CD to you in your hands, Okay, you can download it from my www.net. You can download and burn all you want. We're not trying to be in the CD business, but get those CDs in your hand and get those CDs out. Okay. Anything else, Mr. Dalcoe?
Man, that is more than I could have asked for. I could talk to you about this stuff all day. I just want people to want to take a look at networking. Guys, it's changed my life, my family's life. It'll change yours too. It's not a perfect industry. I think to say that anything is perfect is ridiculous, but it's just so much better. So open your heart, open your mind. This stream is not for everybody, but I want to bring Mr. Best on so that you can at least hear the benefits so that it can counteract all the negative that you've heard. 99% of the negative stuff you guys heard, it's not true. This industry is designed for you.
Hey, can I say one more thing, Mr.
Yes,
Dalcoe? I'm done. Karatbars is not perfect. It's about as perfect as anything I've seen in 35 years. It's not perfect. Business is not perfect. The business of business is to solve problems. But Karatbars is not perfect. It's just as perfect a business as I've ever seen, business model I've ever seen. You can get to $100,000. You got no overhead, no employees, no place to go. And any problem we have is overcome. Why? Because we got a CEO named Dr. Harold Sykes, who's 1% dedicated and committed to what we're doing. Okay? That's it. It's not perfect. Okay? It's as perfect as a business model you will ever find in your lifetime. That's what makes Karatbars unique. And one last thing. This is the only business model I've ever seen where you can become a multi-millionaire and never build a network. All you got to do is acquire the coin. Acquire the coin and go back and watch television. Go get you 100, 200, 500,000 coin and go back and watch television and wait. Okay? But if you say, I want to make some money right now, get you a package and start sharing this people and make money right now. But if you don't mind sitting around passing and waiting, go get you all the coins you can possibly get, especially between now and December 14th. Okay, and then just watch. Just watch. Okay, we're going to get this done because we got some people who are committed to getting it done. So the business is not perfect. No, it's not perfect, but it's as perfect as any business you're ever going to see in life. And I'm here to tell you, anybody can do it. If my wife and I can do it, we're nothing special. Anybody can do the same, but you got to want to. And the work starts in here and in here. I'm out.
So thank you so much, Mr. Best. I know you got to get out of here. I've been watching the comments on Facebook Live. Thank you guys for all the hearts and thumbs up for Mr. Best today. He and Miss Valerie Best, I'm telling you, that family is close to 100 years of freedom. So to get that kind of wisdom and knowledge from the experience that they've had over these years is invaluable. Thank you all for jumping on the live stream, and we'll see you on the next stream. Have a good day, Mr. Best.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.